Hello, this is Annoying Orange again. This time I'm playing on my main, which is Annoying Orange. Last video I was playing on Hate Elo Reset, which was my Plat 3 Smurf. This account is now Diamond 5. I know, shit Elo, but whatever. Still, this video is a highly instructional video on countering possibly my best champion, Tryndamere. I've been maining him since 2 years, and this is a video on how to beat this guy, because actually Tryndamere has a lot of counterplay. People always think that he relies on crits to win lane, and people always blame crits if they lose to a Tryndamere. There's really no excuse to this. And this big misconception is that Nasus counters Tryndamere, which really isn't true, because Tryndamere can be really oppressive early, and with the new Rage Blade item, he can snowball even harder of Nasus, and he can deny Nasus much easier. And one advantage is Nasus cannot deny Tryndamere from building Fury, and means that Tryndamere can just randomly crit Nasus over and over, and there's nothing Nasus can really do about it. And when Nasus has no mana, he becomes a victim to Tryndamere. So as Nasus, you really need to play this lane really, really carefully. Otherwise, if you die to him, he'll basically shut you out of the game for around like 15 to 20 minutes before you become relevant to the team, because that's how hard Tryndamere snowballs. And I know that because like I said, I main Tryndamere. So let's begin. Tryndamere will start E always, and what you do is that you let him push the wave, because he needs to auto attack minions for Fury. So you don't auto attack minions. Otherwise, he'll just auto attack you for free. So you let the minions push, and you go for last hits. Yeah, try not to let him get any free autos on you. Otherwise, you just win the lane. And now the minions are very low, so you can just last hit them with your auto attacks. And if he spins onto you, he'll take a lot of creep aggro, which, to be honest, is not really relevant, because he can just lifesteal a backup. And now he's level 2, so you have to be very careful, because Tryndamere's level 2 power spike is very strong. So the wave is pushed under my turret, and I farm my Q. Okay. Early game is very important, because that's the only period where Tryndamere beats Nasus. But if I survive my lane, then Tryndamere really can't do anything. See, he just randomly waits to spin, but I'm bad because I killed the wrong minion. And the wave is pushing towards my tower. See, he's trying to harass me under my tower with his spinning slash, and he's fishing for those crits. And the problem here is that I can't deny him from building Fury, so all I have to do is just ignore him and farm. See, he's taking turret aggro, but doesn't matter, he can just lifesteal it back up, and I just missed a cannon minion, which is bad. Really, really bad for me. Like, fuck. And here my jungler tries to gank, but the problem about ganking a Nasus early is that baiting the enemy's top laner's flash really doesn't matter at all, because Nasus cannot exploit like the enemy having no flash, and for some odd reason my jungler decides to engage a 1v2, and I have to bail him out. And Tryndamere wasted his ignite. So don't push the wave, just let the minions push to your turret, because you need to manipulate the wave properly. Otherwise, Tryndamere will zone you. And you cannot let that happen, because I've won so many lanes just because I zoned the enemy off their creeps. And I don't want to be at the receiving end of it. See, he just spun on me, he's full fury, I had to wither him, otherwise he's gonna land more autos on me. So, once again, okay, this part is very important. You see those range minions? You make sure you auto attack them once while the turret is hitting the cannon. So when the turret auto attacks the range minions, the HP will be low enough for you to auto attack it for the last hit. but I missed this minion. Rip. So I'm ahead of CS compared to Tryndamere, which is really surprising. Because early game, I shouldn't have much CS. So I'm going to fast forward this because there's nothing much to say. Because so Tryndamere is about to hit level 6. This is his next power spike where he can like tower dive you. Okay, what the heck? See, he's 6, and I have to get my HP as high as possible, and now I'm 6, so he can't dive me. Always keep your HP as high as possible. Tryndamere has Ignite. He has a lot of kill potential on you. Even if you bought 4 health pots for a reason, and you take the stash mastery, so your HP pots last longer, which is very good. Helps increase the sustain. But I now ran out of HP pots. So if I'm low on health, I have to go back. A Tryndamere will tower dive me. See, he has no spin, so nothing much to be said. Let's fast forward this. Honestly, it's the same as early game, just that he cannot harass you as hard as before since you have your levels. One thing funny is that I'm always at full health, like he cannot harass me. This is the point where I realize my lane is won, because he hasn't got a kill, and I actually stayed in lane long enough to buy an Iceborne Gauntlet, which is a huge power spike, and I can easily turn the tables around. Tryndamere's power spike here is to buy Rage Blade, and with that item, assuming we're even until like level 11 or something, he will win trades, even though if I have like 200-ish stacks. And I have to wither him because he's full fury. He can cheese me if I let my guard down. So once again, I'm on the turret. How much mana do I have? He can tower dive me if he plays this correctly. But he took Flash instead of Ghost. Unfortunate for him. I mean, Flash is not bad on Tryndamere. It's just, I don't feel that it synergizes as well as Ghost. But it's up to playstyle. Like, Boxer P is the reason why people take Flash on Tryndamere. But yeah, it's whatever. See, he's just taking tower shots, but doesn't matter, he has lifesteal to back up. See, he took another tower shot, but I can't do anything. But it's okay. I'm just gonna fast forward until I get my Iceborne Gauntlet. So this is where I purchased my Iceborne Gauntlet, and I teleport back to lane. So Tryndamere is trying to back, and for some odd reason he decides to cancel his back, which is a fatal mistake because I have a huge item advantage on him. He cannot trade with me at all. So I have the lane control, and essentially this game is won. This lane is won, not this game. You see, what can he do? He only has a Doran's Blade. I have an Iceborne Gauntlet. He can't do anything. He's just taking free kills for free, and he can't really retaliate with any proper damage. And at 10 minutes, I have 168 stacks, meaning that I do a lot of damage. See, he's still trying to farm, and I'm being very oppressive in lane. And this is the time where Master Yi ganked, and my Jax decides to, well, abandon the Repel to save me, which is a good move. And I had to flash because I can't wither a Nasus, no, not a Nasus, a Master Yi with his ult. And the enemy decides to disengage. So, after Master Yi recalls, Tryndamere decides to recall and buy his Rage Blade, but you never let the enemy back for free. So I just walk up to him, kill him once, and he's still in lane. I don't know why my camera keeps moving, it's so annoying. Must stick to top lane. Anyways, yeah, see, he has no fury, he can't retaliate. He's really low, and I can surprise him and kill him without using his ult. Because if he stands under my Spirit Fire and See, I'm trying to stop his recall by throwing my Spirit Fire. Then this is the point where Tryndamere should have backed, but for some odd reason he chose to stay. Then I really have no idea what he was doing here, because see, he spun on me, Spirit Fire, Q, he's dead. Even if he altered, he'll have no escapes because his spin is down, and I can easily tower dive the Tryndamere. So I'm going to. So after he's dead, just because he has no teleport, just farm your Q for free, and he can't do anything. So I back, and I purchase another Power Spike, a Ninja Tabi, which literally counters Tryndamere's damage, because he's auto-attack reliant. Ninja Tabi shuts his damage down, and he cannot fight back adequately. So I'm just going to fast forward this until I get back to lane. So I'm back to lane. He has a Guinsu's Rage Blade, which is the correct buy against a Nasus. But he has no Fury, so I'm just going to harass him. Okay, so this is very important. I'm just going to pause here. When he spins onto me, he has no escapes. So when he does it, just wither and all-in him with your ultimate. So he outs, and you kite him. He has no boots, and you have Iceborne to kite him around. My wither comes back up, and I kill him, and he's a free kill. So one thing you need to know when playing against a Tryndamere is when he uses his spin that means he's committing to in an all-in to kill you. So when you know he uses it incorrectly, just punish him. It can, like I wrote in my Tryndamere guide, if you use your spin incorrectly, it can easily cost you the lane. That's the mistake he did. He wrongly used the spin to commit when he has no fury and I'm still at full health. So I proxy this wave. I always go for last hits with my Q because I can have higher stacks. And at 14 minutes, I nearly have 300 stacks. So I stay in the brush, pretending that I'm backing, so that I don't get vulnerable to Massey ganking me. Then I know that Tryndamere has no ult, and he uses the spin so he has no escapes. So I wither him, and my ult comes back up, and I kill him. Because my ult comes up faster than him, faster than his, and he has nothing. Being extremely oppressive and cruel towards Tryndamere can really win you the game if you play it right, because you can just shut him down for like literally the entire game, because Tryndamere cannot 1v1 you anymore because you really farmed your stacks, and Nasus really outscales Tryndamere. Like, he's one of the only champions that outscales Tryndamere. Like, even if Tryndamere buys QSS, you still win because you have armor, you have tankiness, and you deal even more damage than him. Because depending on how many stacks you have. So I'm just gonna back because there's not much to be said here. So I back, I leave the turret to kill the minions, so Tryndamere misses even more farm. And at this point, I'm 3 levels on Tryndamere, and this lane is done. So I TP back to lane. So when I could have just walked back, but I feel Tryndamere would have just hard pushed the lane, and I would miss minions. So I know Tryndamere's ult is up, so I just poke him down with my Q first. See, and he uses his spin. He wrongly used his spin, and I ulted, and during his ult, I just focus on hitting the turret. And he's dead, again. See, one misuse of spin, and Tryndamere is done for. Yes, and like I said, Kid C is a Tryndamere main. I looked up his lore king before I played. So nothing much to be here. Continue farming my Q. 350 stacks at 16 minutes, which is a lot. So I farsight alteration the nearest brush, so I can sense out enemy jungler ganks. And I decide not to show myself on the map so that Katarina and Massey don't come top. Because I'm afraid that if they come top, all for me, I'll just die. Now, I know Tryndamere is there. But I can't punish him yet because I'm not in range. Yeah, I was so tempted to punish him there. And Tryndamere is paying for assistance, but he really can't do anything. I know he doesn't have ult, so I activate my ult, repeat the process, and kill him again. He's dead. And there's nothing Tryndamere can do about it. And I take this turret. And if I'm not wrong, I took the next turret too. Did I? I think I did. Okay, I'm just gonna fast forward this. Took the turret, and their team pretty much gave up. This Tryndamere pretty much rage quit after getting killed by me the 5th time. He pretty much tilted. He really felt hopeless, and he's just staying at base. Probably. Then I go back and I purchase my ZZ Rod portal. I'm just gonna fast forward this because there isn't really much to be said. I get the Rift Herald, which really helps push waves faster because of Baron and powered minions. And I take the inhibitor, spawn the ZZ Rod. And I get so cocky. I try to get the Nexus turrets too. And I think I die here. I tried to kill the Jinx. And the Janna came to save her life. That's why I hate Janna. Yeah, this game is pretty much lopsided and over. And the enemy surrendered at 20. So this is like the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something on how to beat the Tryndamere. I just hope you don't take this video as like Nasus counters Tryndamere, because Nasus really doesn't. Like, you need to understand that Tryndamere is a 2-dimensional champion, and if he uses his spells incorrectly, it can really lose in the game, especially his spin, since his spin has a really long cooldown. And when he has no ult, he's pretty much a free kill if you know how to play it right, because Tryndamere with no ult is a very weak champion. So, like I said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.